Let's take a look at the first example. We have to find value of x. X is inside of the parentheses. Outside of the parentheses I have exponent 1/4. The very first thing which I'm supposed to do, I have to eliminate this exponent. How I can eliminate this exponent? By raising this expression to the reciprocal of this exponent, which is 4/1. Remember, anytime I have exponent outside of the bracket and inside, I have to multiply them together. So 4 and 4 will cancel out. Whatever I did to the left side, I have to do also the same thing to right side. So I have 4/1, which is basically 4. X over 3 plus 1 equals 1 to the 4th power is equal 1. 3 to the 4th power is equal 81. Next, I have to eliminate the fractions. How I can do that? I can multiply every single term in my equation by common denominator. Common denominator for 3 and 81 is 81. That's why I'm going to multiply by 81 my fraction, x over 3 plus 81 times 1 equals 81 times 1 over 81. 81 divided by 3 is equal to 27. So that's why I have 27x plus 81 equals 81 divided by 81 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Next, I have to make sure that on the left side of my equation I'm going to have just x. Everything without x I have to move to the other side. That's why I'm going to move positive 81 to the right side. So I have 27x equals 1 minus 81. That's why I'm going to have 27x equals negative 80. In order to find x, I have to divide both sides equation by 27. 27 and 27 will cancel out. X is equal minus 80 over 27. Let's check if this is proper answer to my problem. I'm going to replace x by 80 over 27. Of course, negative. I have negative 80 over 27 over 3. Because I have fraction in the numerator, I'm going to also make the fraction in the denominator over 1. Plus 1 to power 1/4 has to be equal 1/3. Anytime we divide fractions, we have to copy first fraction down, division we have to change to the multiplication, and second fraction we have to flip upside down. We have to find the reciprocal of the second fraction. That's why I'm going to have negative 80 over 27, and I have to division change to the multiplication, 1 over 3 plus 1, and everything is raised to power 1/4 is equal 1/3. Next, check if we can reduce anything over here. We cannot, so simply we have to multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by the denominator. Negative times positive will give me negative. 80 times 1 is 80. And 27 times 3 is 81 plus 1. Everything is raised to power 1/4 and has to be equal 1/3. Now I have to add these two numbers, and I can say I can convert this 1 to fraction by writing 1/1. Common denominator for 1 and 81 is 81. That's why I'm going to have negative 80 over 81 plus 81 over 81 to power 1/4 equals 1/3. Now, negative 80 plus 81 is equal 1 over 81. Everything is raised to power 1/4 equals 1/3. Okay, now I can say this is 1 and 81 I can rewrite as a 3 to the 4th power, and everything is raised to power 1/4 equals 1/3. 1 raised to power 1/4 is always equals 1. 1. 3 to the 4th power raised to power 1/4, okay, 4 and 4 will cancel out, is 3 equals 1/3. As you can see, left side of the equation is equal to the right side of the equation. That's why x equals negative 80 over 27 is the solution to my problem. Let's take a look at the second example. Because I have 0 on the right side, I'm going to simplify this problem a little bit by moving this radical to the right side. And I'm going to have square root 1 over a equals square root 2 over 5a minus 2. Now, because I have square root on the left side and I have square root on the right side, I'm going to square these two radicals. This exponent is going to eliminate my radical sign, and this one is going to eliminate this radical sign. And I have 1 over a is equal 2 over 5a minus 2. As you can see, this is proportion. The easiest way to solve the proportion is to cross multiply. I have 1 times 5a minus 2 is just 5a minus 2 equals 2a. I have to collect all a's on one side, and everything without a I have to move to the other side, because 5a is greater than 2a and I want to keep positive signs. I'm going to move this 2a to the left side and negative 2 to the right side. That's why I have 5a minus 2a equals 2. 5a minus 2a is equal 3a equals 2. I'm looking for a. I have 3 multiplied to a. In order to eliminate multiplication and 3 from a, I have to divide both sides equation by 3. 3 and 3 will cancel out. I have a equals 2 over 3. Let's check if this is correct answer to my problem. I'm going to replace every a in my equation by 2 over 3. I have square root 1 over 2 over 3 minus square root 2 over 5 times 2 over 3 minus 2. equals 0. Now, because I'm dealing with fraction in the denominator, I'm going to convert also numerator to fraction. Remember, anytime we divide fractions, we have to copy first fraction down, and the second fraction has to be flipped upside down, and division sign has to be changed to multiplication. So in other words, I can rewrite this problem as 1 divided by 1 times 3 over 2 minus square root 2 over 5 times 2 is equal 10 over 3 minus 2 has to be equal 0. I have square root of 1 times 3 is 3 over 2 minus square root 2 10 over 3 minus, I have to find a common denominator, which is equal 3. Remember, I have to convert 2 to the fraction. I'm going to write 2 over 1. Common denominator is 3. I have to multiply 1 by 3 to get 3. Whatever I did for the denominator, I have to do also for the numerator. 2 times 3 is 6. And this is equal 0. I have square root 3 over 2 minus square root 2. 10 minus 6 is 4 over 3. Has to be equal 0. Let me copy this down. Square root of 3 over 2 minus square root. Okay, I'm going to convert this 2 to fraction by dividing this 2 by 1, because I have fraction in the denominator. So I have 2 over 1. Division sign has to be changed to the multiplication, and I have to find the reciprocal of the second fraction, which is going to be 3 over 4. Has to be equal 0. Remember, anytime we multiply fractions, we have to reduce any denominator with any numerator. So I'm going to have square root 3 over 2 minus 2 and 4. Both of them are divisible by 2. Square root 1 over 1 times 3 over 2 is equal 0. I have square root 3 over 2 minus square root 3 over 2 is equal 0. Square root 3 over 2 minus square root 3 over 2 is equal 0, equal 0. As you can see, left side of my equation is equal to the right side of my equation. That's why A equals 2 over 3 is the solution to my problem.